So
Yeah, so we were
let's
having.
start. I was half cooked. Now I have written my dialogues, everything. L1 and R1 is ready for me. So you just give a brief introduction. I will try to narrate it in Tamil, and then we can start.
Perfect, perfect. As right now we are working on a different dimension of truth, true and false, because very simple that we have to get a text. As an actor, we will get some briefing, we'll get some text, and it will be delivered by somebody else. So anyhow, in every circumstances, that will be false for us. Okay, so as an actor, we have to develop our skills so that these false dialogues which is not true for us will become true for us. Okay, so the whole process of making true statements, making false situations which is not for us, making it true, transforming those false statements into true, so that when we start delivering those dialogues, those briefings, those situations, it becomes true with the help of our conviction, with the help of our awareness of knowing what it's true and what happens when we speak true, and what are the nuances comes when we start doing something which is very true to ourselves. So that's the whole process of this last session's design, that we started having a game which was based on true and false. We tried to again, every time when we talk of acting exercise, we are bound to go back in our history, we are bound to go back in our what in our life, and then derive something very concrete example, practical example, and we heal ourselves only also. So we, every time we go back, we get some content, we get some ideas from our past, and then we deliver it. So this time, last time, what we did, we started finding some true statements what we believe and some false statement what we believe, right? So but the way we are going to narrate that true and false statements, it will be neutral, so that people will not get it whether it is true or false. So you have to throw your statement, neutral statement, to the viewers, and they will decide whether it is true or not. So it's a kind of lie detector game, where you, it's about actor thinking that what happens to your system when you speak true, and what happens to your system when you speak false statement. So that was the idea. My brother Gautam will rephrase it in Tamil so that it will be easy for you to understand what is the core of this exercise.
இதுல என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, இதுல இது ஒரு லை டிடெக்டர் கேம் மாரி. சரியா? இத ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மோர் தென் எக்சர்சைஸ் இது ஒரு கேமா பாருங்க. ஸோ என்னன்னா, இதுல வந்து நாங்க ஒரு சில செட் ஆஃப் L1 அண்ட் R1 அப்படின்ற மாரி நாங்க எழுதி வச்சிருப்போம். ஸோ ஒரு ஒரு ரவுண்ட்லயுமே வந்து நாங்க வந்து ஒரு சில வார்த்தைகள் சொல்லுவோம். அது வந்து ஒரு சில சென்டென்சஸ் சொல்லுவோம். அதுல எது கரெக்ட்டோ, எது ஃபால்ஸ்ன்றது நீங்க தான் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஸோ பேசிக்கா ஐடியா என்னன்னா, நாங்க சொல்றது நாங்க எல்லாத்தையுமே எங்களோட ஃபுல் ட்ரூத்ஃபுல்லா தான் வீல் ட்ரை டு டெல். பட் அதுல ஃபால்ஸான ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸும் இருக்கும். ஸோ அது நீங்க கண்டுபிடிக்கும் போது தான் எங்களோட நியூட்ரலா வி வில் டெல் இட் இன் அ வெரி நியூட்ரல் ஃபார்ம் ஸோ தட் பீப்புள் வில் ஸோ தட் உங்களுக்கு அது ஃபால்ஸா ட்ரூவான்றது கண்டுபிடிக்க ரொம்ப டைம் ஆகும்ல. ஸோ அதுதான் இதோட ஐடியா. ஸோ இதுல என்ன ஆக்டிங் ப்ராக்டிஸா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா, the most important acting practice in this is when you are neutral, when we are trying to tell something as a false statement, but how truthful we are to that statement, எவ்வளவு ட்ரூத்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும் அந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ன்றது வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸோ அப்பதான் we become a refined actor. So that's the idea. So let's see how it goes. Yes, bhai.
Thank you, Gautam. Thank you. That was the idea, that we have to, as an actor, artist, or as a writer as well, that we have to train our mind that for us, we are not here to judge what is true, what is false. We have to deliver our neutral dialogue, so that people will start getting, will start decoding it, what it is there. So in order to know the false statement in a better way, we have to be aware of the what is true statement. And again, like, this is what the very difficult part of acting exercise, that again and again we have to go back in our life, and we have to find something, because that is the only source for us. Okay, for music artists, they have some systematic methodical rag. For dance artists, they have some form, different form. But for actors, it's very very important to go back again in the life and derive some examples to prove, to get that exercise regulated. Okay, this is what our material, life is our material. So every time you will see, and if you follow other videos also, you will find that we are again and again going back to our life, sometime in our old age, like some young age, and then we'll try to decipher, and then we'll apply those moments, or the like the last time we did, like that exercise when we go back to our childhood and we wanted to say something that time but we couldn't say. So now we are imagining that person in front of us and we are delivering that intensity. So for the first time it will be very difficult. You will find, you end up finding words, you will not feel that intensity. But if you go till 20 time, 10 time, 15 time, that intensity will come, and you will actually start seeing that person in front of you, and you will also release what was suppressed. So as I was discussing with my friend who is a software engineer, and showed this exercise, we were discussing that. So I got a different perspective into that this time when we are talking about true and false, it's not just about true and false. We are also attacking and understanding the psyche of the character, because if I'm revealing my true and false, you will also see the pattern of thought as a character I am releasing. So again and again we have to, for characterization, we have to go for the pattern of the thought of a character. This is what we call psyche. Okay, very very interesting. You see, acting is not just about imbibing or imitating or getting the body language or getting the vocal tonality. No, it's not just about that. It's a exterior thing. It's an external factor. If you really attack the character, if you really want to imbibe the character, you have to go to the psyche of the character. And I'm telling you, it's a great discovery that if you go to the psyche of the character, your breathing will change, your vocal tone will change, your physicality will change. So there are two methods. You work on your physicality, you work on your vocality, you work on your outer external factors. Okay, it works for some people, but I'm telling you, if you attack the psyche, it will come. It's a part and parcel of attacking the psyche, that everything will come together. So that's the easiest way out. It is difficult to approach in the beginning. You need a guidance, you need a kind of support. But if you start having that attitude of attacking the psyche of the character, it can be any character, you will obviously, as a outcome, you will get the breathing, you will get the temperament, because it's all about the psyche. You see, right now we are discussing something, we are trying to share something. So we have a different kind of psyche, that we want to convey something. Okay, so we have kind of pace, we have different kind of speed, we have different kind of tonality. What if something happens to me, and then that happening is somewhere, you know it will change my psyche, and the tone will change, the breathing will change, the way I'm looking at you, it will be changed, completely changed. So the topic, like we started with our game exercise activity, lie detector game exercise, that we were saying something true or false, and we were not revealing what is true, what is false. But at at that time we were all aware that, okay, this is true, I'm speaking, so what is happening with my system? Now this is false, I'm speaking, what is happening with my system? Now, in with the help of that exercise, if we attack the psyche of the character, there comes the being, becoming, which is the title of our character. So before I get into that explanation of what be and becoming in terms of acting, in terms of drama school exercises, please tell me, brother, that what do you think of these terms, as far as regular general meaning, what you get is concerned? What do you mean by becoming, being? And you can make yourself free. You can go into the spirituality, you can go into the psychology, whatever you want. You can go into the philosophy and tell me. Then we'll switch to our core explanation of acting in terms of being and becoming.
Being is, I what I feel about being is a person who's mechanically trying to see something, observe something, and trying to enact it is being. Like I, because I've been into cinema only, I've been into acting only for 15 years. So when being and becoming comes to my mind, I think only in the acting, in the perspective of acting. So I'm able to tell it that way only. So whenever being is, he's trying to be the character.
Okay.
According to me, a person is trying to be the character. Is what is being. Becoming
Okay.
is
So one thing, just avoid that cinema and film thing. Then what do you think of that term being or becoming? Just forget about cinema or acting or these kind of showbiz field. Then what does that term mean for you? What can be?
being and becoming. Look, I've been using this being and becoming words in so many times in my normal talking with others, but I'm not able to explain. See,
Perfect, perfect. No issues. See, very, very simple example. And it is related to everyone who is listening and who will listen to that. See, in our family, let's start from the family. That in our family, we have a defined character to play. Okay, like you are married. So, as a married man, there is a certain defined character which has been given by society. You have to play. Okay, now this character, let's call it C1. C1 character is a married man being in house with a wife, has a certain character C1. Now that C1 will shift when that C1 is talking to the mother. Now he's a son, so it has become C2. Now again, go with his friends, C3. Okay, now that same person goes to cinema set or for audition, becomes C4. Okay, now that person is fighting on the road because of the vehicle collapse or something. Now that person is C5. So in that term, if you start deciphering, if you start decoding this shift, even we, like the being, for example, take this person as a being. Okay, being, existing person. Okay, now if one existing person, one being has C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, so what
one
will
minute,
happen to that?
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Now it's clear. Now it's clear. Go on, go on, go on. From C5, C5. You told that in an audition it is C4. Person is fighting. It is C5. So from there you go on, by from there, please.
Okay, so we are being, every person is a being. Let's get into that adjective, like being, existing person. Fine, existing person. So if that existing person had that version, like from C1 to C6 or C5, see, if we start observing other characters in the world, surrounded by, like we are surrounded by different kind of characters, how many permutation combination you will get just by observing, just by enlisting, just by noticing. I'm just talking about the first part of the discussion, which is being. That's it. I haven't discussed the becoming part. So becoming is a different matter. But what I'm right now talking about being, see, for example, I am an artist. Here I'm discussing about acting. I'm trying to be an acting coach. I'm deriving lots of methods, system, scientific method also, artistic method also, to decode the complex system of acting. We are trying. So I have a very different role here. But when I'm teaching French, that's completely different, because I am not at all endorsing India. I'm endorsing some other country. I'm talking about culture. I'm telling them how important it is for scholarship. I'm inspiring them in a different way, so that I can get the Olympiad student, French Olympiad student. So see how. And again, when I am creating drama and I'm preparing for the public speaking students for storytelling, see, so every time it's a shift. And shifting is a natural, this is what the very very important factor of being lecture, that shifting is a natural organic process for us. It's not something related to talent, it's not something related to that our being actor. No, it's a unique organic process, as the nature also has different versions throughout. It's a shift like every season, it's a shift. So we are also a part of nature, so we also have a organic shifting. So it's not a talent, like if somebody is saying that he shifts a lot, no, no, it's not a talent, it's an organic process. Once you accept your system, once you accept being, it's very easy to see other being. And if you are able, if you are accepting enough to see other beings, you can do that, dive into that, because you are open enough, get other energy dwell in you, so that you can start flowing to that energy. So that is the idea of being. Okay, it's not that you are you are an actor with conviction that you shift. No, no, it's not like that. It's an organic process. If you let other energy come into you, it can do. It's like a possession. It's like a ghost possession, that the vulnerable you are, the possibility of possessing the ghost will be much
Perfect.
better. Yeah, so this is what the possession happens. And it works in church, it works in peer mazar pagambar setup, it works in temples, it works everywhere. So it's not just that any one religion is endorsing or you know promoting that idea of uh, possessing possession. It's everywhere in the form of different different kind of religions, also different kind of rituals. You can see that that possession is coming. That so it's just so you see, it's just a way of letting the other energy, the superior, in religion it's a possession is superior energy. Like we aspire for something, it's an almighty based or superior energy, that somebody superior coming into us, because it's a religion, it's a kind of advertisement that they have to advertise so that people come. So it's a superior energy. But in actors domain, we have to be accepting enough, we have to be you know welcoming enough to let that existing being possessed in every inferior, superior, sub inferior, sub superior, almighty, down inferior. So this is the difference in the religion what they are doing, and the actor community what they are doing. So for us, we can be a beggar, we can be a fakir, matwala of Tiruvannamalai temple or mountain, and we can also be a diplomat in UNO. So that's the shift we have to follow. So that is the idea of the being, brother. That it is a possession. It is a calculated scientific possession in actors domain, and it is a limitless uh, uh, energy flow possession in a religion way. But the process is the same, that we have to be accepting enough, we have to surrendering. Actually, the best term for this explanation is surrendering enough to let another energy happen in us. Okay, so if we are accepting, if we are surrendering, if you are have that attitude of letting our ego our ego dissolve, if we can do that, we can easily shift other characters like a possession. So that's why that being was very very important to discuss. And okay, for example, I had a grandmother. She was sometimes in Navaratri, she, like in those 9 days, she had a ritual to follow. She goes to the temple, she does fasting and all. And on the 8th and 9th day, there, when the evening time, it was all people together, she becomes goddess Sitala, goddess Durga maybe, and she goes to that temperament, that possession. Even the bangles are, uh, breaking, the bloods are coming. She has nothing to do with that. She's not at all experiencing the pain. She's not at all experiencing the bruise. And she's foretelling, telling about the future. She's telling about everything. And I was there to just observe what is going on. I was not getting any clue. That's how I got this system of possession, that okay, this exists. And when I started getting the training of acting, I related with that this is the idea of being. Because she is grandmother, but now she has allowed the other energy, superior energy, happen in her body. And she started, and I'm telling you, Gautam, the way she speaks changes, the way she looks changes, the aura, the magnetic energy changes, the way she is moving changes. And it is a different character altogether. And she looks like a superior energy, like the way she moves, the way she does. She's not no more, but as we have observed her personality, that the way she does her work and the way she moves, it's not that person at all. Maybe in her concept, uh, the superior version of herself may be coming when there is a, attention happening and people are looking at her. Maybe she wants to have some attention, or maybe attention seeking process it is. But see, that character, what she maybe would have aspired to be, now she's imbibing that character. When people, like 40 people, 50 people are looking like that, like this, and music is going on, and the prasad is going on, the whole show is going on, and she's an actor. And that's how I called that they are actually artists. They couldn't find the way, they couldn't, express themselves. So these are the different ways to express themselves. And like Navratri and these festivals were the platform for these ladies to just go on the stage and perform. And it was a performance, it was a being based performance, and it was a possession. And I think, Gautam, character is a possession.
Perfect.
We get into that, we get into that, and we are
The most
possessed, and
important
then we
point
come.
for being
What?
when the most important point when you started off, for me, when you opened up this while telling this, being is C1 being a husband, C2 being with Amma, C3 being an outsider at business, C4 at that time itself. Yes, we ourselves are having so many dimensions to our character. When you are going to have some collection, you are going to get some collection from someone. You will be a rugged guy. Hey, what happened about the payment?
And
What is
even
about?
even you see, okay, these are the defined C1 C2. Like it was a easy to decipher that, okay, these but even in friends, like for me, just forget about all these categories, come into the friend category only, and just think of the way the tone you use for me. Like even in friend there are lots of versions, there are lots of characters, like in the form of characters, a superior or inferior energy, or whatever you call it, possessed energy. Even in that you can have lots of versions. If we are just picking one category of a friend, like the way you are treating, the way you talk to me, the way you talk to, X, and the way you talk to Y, and the way you talk to Z. So even that is also C1 C2, different dimensions comes, that you are playing. For me it's a different kind of nuance comes when you talk to me. We also, laughing, but there is also a life discussion happens, some serious
It's a
business,
bit of a respect. When I talk to you, I don't talk to others. Like, how do I talk to my friends? There is a lot of difference. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah. So that is what I'm actually trying to say about the being thing. And it is there, I'm not saying anything new, I'm just trying to throw light to what we already have. We like, we are like
Uh,
that, yeah. So this is what, even in, like, if we demarcate different categories of family, of an institution, of an organization, of a restaurant, Okay, these are the predefined notions or a predefined ambience where we have, there are some code and conduct we have to follow, like we were talking about the restaurant. Okay, so there also, and if you go to the mosque, if you go to the temple, if you go to the so there are some. But what if we get a very simple and a very cozy kind of uh, ambience of a friend's ambience when we are having party? Even then, in the same setting, in the same set of friends, even then we shift the character. And that is the nuance, that is the, you can, actors nuance, because we don't change much. Even in that less change, we change. That is the idea, because there we don't have much possibility to shift that, the way we have a family or the relative gathering or some public gathering. There is a different mask we have to apply. We don't have to reveal much that what we have belief system, because we don't want to have a story, we don't want to create scene. We want our life to be in a peace and comfortable way, so that we don't get into that. But where there is a open space for us, when we be we, there also we think about the nuance we are playing. There also we think what we are saying, even if it is an open space. But we also have that awareness that, okay, uh, what I'm saying, how I'm saying, there also. And there comes that actors minute positions. Okay, that the Sitla Mata or Durga Mata position, or the mosque position is, or a Christian, like there are some Instagram video they do, like Isu comes and does something. That is also, but it's a one layered, or we can say there is no layer as such in those actors. They're also actors, brothers. They are also briefed, like they are also in the shooting space, that okay, I'll get some money, okay, I'll do that. And they are paid actors, they do it, they are professional actor, but they are one layered actor. Hmm? One layered actor. So they do what the briefing comes. Sometimes it's fun to watch them. Like we'll go sometimes and we'll see how they perform. They're also street actors or whatever they are. They're also doing it. But what happens, what is the difference between the professional actor or these paid actor? That they are the one layer. If they're in the position, if I touch them, they will come to the they will come back. If something happens, they will come. But but on the contrary, if the professional actor, they know the nuances to go back and come, and then again they can. So these, they play with the journey, they play with the scientific reason, they play with the whole backstory. They have a soul in that, put in that. On the contrary, when you go to that isu show, or wherever you go, they will have also an actor. So it's a, you can say it's a shallow being. It's a shallow being, that okay, they are doing it just to motivate people, that the people can come. They will get, like, even the crooked eye can become a, having a nice eye, or a bald person having a great hair. So that kind of position they do. And see, it's all relevant these days. It's all accessible. There are lots of Instagram, these babas come. What do? They do magic. They give you something and they tell you that, okay, you have black purse and you will have start coming having Lakshmi. So I think, for us, for artist community, there are, they are bibliographies for us. We are not to judge them, we are not to them, like political people or whatever they are, they're all connected. So we are not here to define them or to write an essay on them. They are references for us. They tell them with the help of their character, with the help of their statements, with the help of their being, with the help of their existing entity. They tell us that, okay, brother, we are here, observe, this is also reality. And it is the reality. People go, lots of people become follower, you see. Lots of people, like I have seen that, what Asharam Bapu, that crooked person, that who raped. And I have seen a shop, like it's just 300 meters away from my home. There is a huge portrait It's like a shop. Products are there, that Asaram Babu brand, like toothpaste, masala, everything is soap, everything is there, and there is a ashram, and it is, people are coming, people accept them, even if he is in jail, even if things are going on, hearings are going on, these, you know, blames are coming, but they are, followers are there. You see what they get, what they have got as a belief system, that they start following that person even if this is going on. For example, what happens to Sadhguru, what happens to Osho, people are there, they understand, or they believe, and once they believe, no, nothing can, you know, nothing, no logic can, you know, change their perspective,
Yeah,
change
once they
their
start believing, no logic is changing them, bro.
So that is the idea, brother. I'm very happy that how easy it was today. I was thinking that how to express this complex being, and that is, these are the examples, these are the reference which makes our subject, our topic relevant, because these things are there. The great and the best example of getting into the character is a possessing, and we, okay, these are the uh, naive issue, we can say, but in a very serious way we can also have that references, like for example Kathakali artists, they take 4 hours. Okay, there is a whole process of costuming, makeup, and getting into the character, and the kudiyattam thing, the whole lot process. And please, let's plan and we'll go someday, like if we have got the off, let's go for a workshop, let's design, like let's decide, and let's go for like 3 days or 4 days of workshop, where the interior of the Kerala, where these artists, you know, uh, stay and they get trained. Let's find out, if anything comes, we'll go there and we'll see. You know, it's a 4 hour. Even now, like in our city also, there is a Ramnagar Ramlila happens, very pure Ramlila. So lots of things are happening now, gods are dancing like a bar dancer, these things are happening. But at the same point of time, there are some pure performances happening as well. And Ramnagar ki Ramlila is one of the best pure performance happening there also. Like these actors for 45 days, they live like a god.
Live like
They
gods.
do all the rituals what a god or the text, they have, the text has told them to, you know, they for 45 days they are not allowed to touch their genital areas, they are not allowed to touch, they are not allowed to eat after the sunset, they are not allowed to make an eye contact with the family person from where they come. So there are lots of series I will discuss, I will have a one session on that Ramayana. And I'm telling you these two examples, like Kathakali artists and the process of costuming, process of makeuping, and process of, and this is a part of becoming actually. So I'm not going there much. So when we talk of becoming, these two examples are the most relevant example, that as an ordinary person, and it happens the same when we go to Vipassana also. We are ordinary person, we have a simple, very a simple routine, regular routine, that sometimes we seek pleasure, sometimes we work, sometimes we get depressed, sometimes we are very exhilarating happy. So even as a normal entity, normal being, when we go and become part of the process of Vipassana, after 3 or 5 days you change, your being changes because of the ambience you are being provided, because of the system, because of the rituals you are being provided and you are surrounded of. Because there also there are codes to follow, you know, and nobody will come to check whether you are following it or not. But it's your battle, it's your call, that whether you are, you know, applying it or not. When nobody is seeing at you, there you come with the conviction of your being, then you become aware of how strong your being is or how weak your being is. Because nobody is there, nobody will tell that okay, you follow, or you ditch, or you bluff, nobody will there. But it's your observation, that how you are when nobody is watching you. And that is also, you know, a process of being aware with your being. Please rephrase it in Tamil, whatever I have just said, so that it becomes very easy for them. Whatever I just, a simple idea.
ஸோ மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்டான ஒரு விஷயம் அப்படின்னா, வல்னரபிலிட்டி ஒரு ஆக்டருக்கு இருக்கணும். வல்னரபிலிட்டினா என்ன சொல்ல வர்றாரு அப்படின்னா, ஒரு ஆக்டர் வந்து அ வீக்கா இருக்கணும். என்ன மாரி ஒரு வீக்கா இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா, ஒரு கேரக்டர பார்க்கும்போது, அந்த கேரக்டர் அவர பொசஸ் பண்ற அளவுக்கு வீக்கா இருக்கணும். பொசஸிங்ன்னா என்ன சொல்றாங்க? அது தமிழ்ல என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு தெரியல. பட் அதோட முக்கியமான அங்கம், முக்கியமான பார்ட் என்ன சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, ஒரு ஆக்டர் எப்பவுமே இப்போ ஒரு அ டைமென்ஷன்ஸ் ஆஃப் அ பெர்சன்னு சொல்லலாமே. இப்போ வந்து C1, C2, C3 அப்படின்னு அவர் சொல்லும்போது நீங்க கேட்டிருப்பீங்க. ஸோ என்ன சொல்ல வர்றாரு அப்படின்னா, நீ வந்து உன் தாய் கிட்ட இருக்கும்போது நீ ஒரு மாரி இருப்ப. நீ வந்து உன் மனைவி கிட்ட
Gautam,
இருக்கும்போது
there is a glitch coming in your voice. It's coming, but glitch is also there. I don't know why.
கேன் யூ
Could
கேன்
you
யூ
please
மியூட் இட்?
check?
கேன் யூ மியூட் யுவர்செல்ஃப்? யூ மியூட் இட்? யூ மியூட் இட்?
Yeah, yeah.
ஆ. you see if there is a again if there is a glitch tell me okay. ஸோ உன் தாய் கிட்ட நீ பழகும்போது நீ வந்து ஒரு ஒரு டைமென்ஷன்ல இருப்ப. நீ வந்து உன் மனைவி கூட பழகும்போது ஒரு டைமென்ஷன்ல இருப்ப. நீ பிசினஸ் பண்ணும்போது உன்னோட ஃபேஸே வேற மாரி இருக்கும். அதே மாரி ஸோ ஒரு ஆளுக்கே வந்து அத்தன டைமென்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும்போது, நீ வந்து எப்படி சொல்றது? இப்போ வந்து ஃபிரெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்காங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். உன் ஃபிரெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்டயே மோஸ்ட் ரெஸ்பெக்டட் ஃபிரெண்ட் கூட நீ ஒரு மாரி ஒரு டைமென்ஷன்ல இருப்ப. ஒரு ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ் ஃபிரெண்ட் சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து சட்டி பட்டினா, அவங்க கூட ஒரு டைமென்ஷன்ல இருப்ப. ஸோ ஸோ என்னன்னா, தேர் ஆர் சோ மெனி டைமென்ஷன்ஸ் டூ ஒன் பெர்சன். அது எல்லாமே நம்ம கிட்ட தான் இருக்கு. இட் இஸ் வித்தின் அஸ். ஸோ வி ஹேவ் டு வி ஆர் ட்ரை இன் திஸ் ப்ராசஸ் நம்ம வந்து வி ஆர் ட்ரைங் டு கெட் தட் அவுட். ஸோ தட்ஸ் தி ஐடியா. அண்ட் ஆல்சோ வென் வி ஆர் சீயிங் அட் another பர்சன் இப்போ வந்து ஒரு கதகளி ஆர்டிஸ்ட் இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா, த வே தே கெட் பொசஸ்ட் இஸ் தே ஆர் ட்ரைங் டு பி தட் கேரக்டர். தே ஆர் ட்ரைங் டு பி இன் தட் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் அன் ஆம்பியன்ஸ். அது வந்து ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்னு சொல்றாரு. ஸோ அதுதான் அதோட ஐடியா. ஸோ தட்ஸ் த ஃப்ரேஸ் மை யூ கோ ஹெட் பிகாஸ் இட்ஸ் யா டெல் மீ வை.
Okay, so that is the whole process. Like being in a simple term, we can say that whenever we play a character or whenever emotion comes, whenever emotion comes in our body, these emotions are actually a form of a form of possession. For example, if like if we are angry, so just think about that temperament. That are we actually in us? It's a possessed form of. It's a possessed version of our being, angry or an excited. Are we able to think of what we think in a general life or a normal life? No. So even these navarasa are different form of possession or a shantam, or when we are actually in peace. It's a possession that we get from Buddha. Okay, it's a aura we get from Buddha. If we are angry, then it's a different position we are getting from, and we shift from our character. So that is the whole idea of possession with being. And every time when we play a character, every time we prepare of a character, we have to go for that energy. And when we are going to that energy, we are attacking the psyche. And we are attacking this. If we are attacking the psyche, we are be, being we are trying to being that possessed form, possessed version. That is the whole idea of this lecture. And also there were some lots of games where we started time. And now, okay, now the last point. When we are possessed, when we are playing a character, when we are putting a character in front of audience, whatever we are saying, oh, oh,
You're back, bhai. You're back. What happened? Hey, bhai. Bhaiya, what happened, man? KY Chandru. Yes, bro. Tell me. Excuse me, brother. Can just you just stop being an disgraced person? Or you an theater artist? Yes, he is a theater artist. I'm a cinema artist. I'm from Chennai. He is from Varanasi. So we both are discussing about acting. We are not fighting. We are trying to be better in our skill. So if you have anything, if you want to tell, if you want to share something, you can share by. No problem. Hey Sanjay. Thank you, man. Thank you. Please share our interview on your portal. We'll be very happy for that. Surely you can share it. Chandru, are you there, bro? Chandru, bro, you're there? Subscribe to our channel so that in our next meeting you will get notified. You can also join and we have a conversation together. Chandru, thank you.